for the Android platform. Now, of course, this also includes iOS, so a couple of the reaction videos and a couple of the hands-on shots might be on iOS devices, but of course, they will be simultaneously released on Android as well. And the one that I got to take a look at, which I had a lot of fun with, was the new FIFA mobile app. Now, FIFA obviously is one of the most popular sports games on all the different consoles, but now EA wanted to bring the same experience to the mobile platform for iOS tablets and Android tablets as well. But what was great about this is that the iteration that we're finding on the mobile platform is actually pretty great. It still retains a lot of what makes FIFA on the consoles pretty awesome, but is able to adapt it for the touchscreen controls and also for the mobile experience. So, for example, instead of having the super long games that you would have on the regular console versions, you'll probably have about 3 to 5 minutes in order to play. But after you select your team, which, by the way, this entire game is based upon the Ultimate Team mode that you find in the consoles, where you create a team from the various players that you might win in various packs, or you might be able to buy using the virtual currency. You're basically creating your dream team, and you will go up against real teams from the real FIFA, obviously, but also you can challenge some of your friends and be able to play them as well. But once you get onto the actual field, you'll have your entire team at your disposal, and a D-pad that comes up when you're moving around. On the left side of the screen is your navigation, and then after that you have different buttons on the right side that will pertain to different actions, like, for example, switching to different players if you're on defense, passing, and also shooting, and then everything that goes in between. But you are actually able to tap and swipe on the screen as well as you see fit. For example, if you are the one with, if you're controlling the player with the ball, as always, you will be able to pass it over to another player simply by tapping on the player that you want to pass it to. And you can also tap on the field itself if you want to do a lead pass, and via that tap, it will switch directly to the player that's nearest to the ball based on that tap, and you can make that lead pass really count. Even things like doing crosses when you're near the goal, you will be able to do with a swipe up towards the goal, and you will be able to pass it pretty well there and make a goal. So you can see in this video that the difficulty was maybe set just a little bit low because it was really easy to get some scores off. But once you do get a goal, on the right side you'll see different directional pads for A, B, and C, and you can swipe up or down or left or right for any of those to change what kind of celebration you're having at the end of scoring a goal, which is really kind of funny, and some of them are actually really funny. But from there, you are able to create the team that you want and be able to challenge pretty much anybody or go through an entire season. And it actually works pretty fluidly. Going through the textures and the details may not necessarily be as high-end as you might expect from the console versions, but that's pretty much expected. What I did like was that there was a fluidity to the movement and that all of the animations were in there, so nothing really looked that jarring and nothing looked really, let's say, canned inside. There are going to be some in-app purchases, especially when you consider the virtual currency that you will be able to use in order to speed up the upgrades of your players and of your team. But other than that, it is a free-to-play game. There is no gating system in terms of you can only play a certain amount of times and then you have to wait for a while to replenish those energies. That is not a system that you'll have here. So for the most part, you're getting a full-fledged FIFA experience catered to the mobile experience. Again, this is going to be released simultaneously with the console version, so you can look forward to that just before fall this year. And FIFA looks like it's going to be a really fun game. So